This week's read aloud is called Now and Then. The modern inventions of Benjamin Franklin. Very cool. So it's going to be a book all about all the things that Ben Franklin discovered that now we don't know what we would do without him, right? So let's see all the amazing things that he invented for us. And this book is by Gene Barretta. So let's see. Now and then we think about Ben, Dr. Benjamin Franklin to be precise, and we think about his many inventions he originated more than 200 years ago. And there's Ben Franklin. It was as if Ben could see into the future. Almost everything he created is still around today. For instance, let's look at all of these beautiful things. I wonder which of all of these things he created. Wow, look at, there's a cane, he's got a cane and a scooter. What do you think? A grocery store bags over here, an ice cream parlor, box. Oh, I wonder what he created. For instance, now our newspapers are filled with illustrations. What are illustrations again? Pictures, right? Ben was the first to print a political cartoon in America. The cartoon encouraged the American colonies to join together or die like the disconnected snake. Wow. So he was the first one to put a picture in a newspaper. And now all of our newspapers are filled with pictures. Now, bifocals are very common. Bifocals are glasses that have, at the top of them you can see far, and at the bottom of your glasses you can see up close, right? I bet you maybe grandma or grandpa, or maybe even mom and dad have a pair of bifocals. Bifocals combine two sets of lenses into one pair of glasses. The bottom lens helps you see near, so close, and the top lens helps you see far, so helps you see far away. Ben originally designed bifocals for himself after he grew tired of switching between two pairs of glasses. So these are bifocals. See the bottom of the lens, you see near, and that's you see far. Wow, Benjamin Franklin invented bifocals. Now our world relies on electricity. In the 18th century, many people still believed that lightning was an act of anger and punishment from God. Ben was one of the scientists who discovered the true nature of electricity and how to use it. He learned that lightning is electricity when he attached a small metal wire to the top of a kite and gathered electricity from a storm cloud. Wow. So that's how he discovered electricity, using a kite in a storm. And now we use electricity for everything, right? Imagine life without electricity. Now, many buildings and homes use lightning rods to protect against lightning strikes. Ben invented the lightning rod and was the first to use it. The pointed iron rod acts like a magnet and grabs an approaching lightning bolt from the sky before it can strike the rooftop. The electricity then travels safely down a long wire into the ground. It prevents fires and keeps dangerous amounts of electricity away from the house. Wow. So look, these lightning rods at the top of the buildings, so they catch the lightning so that nothing bad happens. Now this gadget goes by many names, such as the grabber, and everyone has seen one. It's a long stick that helps grab items from out of reach places. Just like this, right? Ben invented the original device and called it the long arm because it works like a very long arm. Very cool. Now swimmers and divers use flippers to move through the water. Ben invented things even when he was a boy. He was an avid swimmer and built wooden flippers for both his hands and his feet. Wow, now we have these. He used wooden flippers. Now ships travel across the Gulf Stream to take advantage of the fast current. Ben measured, charted, and publicized the Gulf Stream during his 8 voyages across the Atlantic Ocean. Wow. Now we understand and accept the benefits of vitamin C. But you are all having vitamin C right now, right? I bet you I'm using a lot of vitamin C. Ben was an early promoter of eating citrus fruits to help prevent a disease called scurvy. He knew that oranges and vitamin C were good for you. Now, for a musical interlude, what is that? Let's see. Ben invented the glass armonica. He was able to create music by simply touching his wet fingers to a row of spinning glass bowls. Mozart and Beethoven were so moved by the sounds that they composed for the instrument. Wow. Very cool. You can kind of see it here. There's these glass bowls, and they're in this little cabinet, and then you just kind of make music with it somehow. Wow, very cool. Today, glass harmonicas are very rare. You are more likely to find one in a museum than in a music store. I've never seen one, have you? Now, our fireplaces are very efficient and easy to use. Ben improved on the primitive fireplaces of his day when he designed the Pennsylvania fireplace, later renamed the Franklin stove. He built it with iron to contain the heat for a long fire after the logs were burnt. It also sat away from the wall to heat the room more evenly. The smoke ventilation was not perfect, but later inventors improved it, and before Ben's fireplace, indoor smoke could be not good, could be bad. Interesting. So a lot of us have fireplaces like this in the wall, right? But this is what he invented. It's kind of like a fireplace box. Very cool. Now chairs come in all shapes and sizes. Ben designed 2 chairs that are still very useful. The writing chair combined a desk and a chair into one. What does that sound like? The writing chair that looks like a student desk if you ask me. And the library chair was a combination of a chair and a stepladder. Look at that. The chair, the seat on it flips up so that you can step on it like a ladder. Now everyone has seen a rocking chair, but not many have seen Dr. Franklin's rocking chair. Ben invented one rocking chair with a fan on top and one that churned butter. Wow. So as a rocking chair, and every time you rocked, it either fanned you, or when you rocked, it moved up and down so you churned butter instead of using your arms. I think Ben Franklin was kind of smart. Now, every year, we observe daylight savings time, which means we set our clocks ahead 1 hour in the springtime. As a result, it stays darker longer in the morning when most people are sleeping, and stays lighter longer at the end of the day, so we can save more energy. In the fall, we return the clocks to standard time. Ben suggested this idea in one of his essays as a way to save money by burning fewer candles. Farmers could also gain more work time in the evening. Daylight savings time was not officially practiced until World War I, more than 100 years ago. As for clocks, Ben designed the first clock with a second hand. Wow. The second hand. What's the second hand? It tells the hours, right? Wow, very cool. So we kind of came up with daylight savings. Now every automobile has an odometer to measure the distance it traveled. So a lot of us have this. If you go look at Mom and Dad's car, it tells you how many miles you've driven in the car. Ben invented the odometer when he was Postmaster General so he could measure his postal routes. Wow. Now, almost every large community includes a library, a hospital, a post office, a fire department, and a sanitation department. That's like the trash guys, the sanitation department. Ben lived in a city that had none of these establishments, so he helped organize the first of each of them. Wow. He helped organize the first of everything. Wow. Now and then, we owe thanks to Ben for his important inventions, but many would agree that his greatest accomplishments came in the form of documents. Documents that helped shape the world. Ben had a pivotal role in developing America's Constitution, the Treaty of Alliance with France, the Treaty of Peace with England, and the Declaration of Independence. It is remarkable that one man could achieve so much in a lifetime. He has certainly helped to form the modern world. Will his contributions help to form the future? That's the end. Wow, we learned a lot about Ben Franklin. I had no idea he invented so many things that we use today. So I want you to think, what would it be like if we didn't have Benjamin Franklin? What if we never had electricity and we never had hospitals and post offices and we never had clocks that told you the hours? Wow. Or maybe even, what else? What was another thing? Think about it. What if we never had pictures in our newspapers? How boring, right? So I hope you enjoyed this read aloud. I will see you next week with another one. Have a good week. Have fun. And I'll see you then. Bye.